Welcome to the Mike and You podcast. This is your boy, the Mike A16 on Twitter. Hit me up. I'm with my main man.
I am you and KC on Twitter, and Xander's here as well. And you can find this podcast, the Mike and You podcast, on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, wherever you get your podcast. Now, we are currently on iHeartRadio, so if you decide that you get your podcast from iHeartRadio, then go ahead and get you some.
Welcome.
Working on Pandora and everything else. So
welcome, iHeartRadio listeners. We're based out of Kansas City, Missouri, or is it Missouri?
Every time, brother.
Which
every time. You tell me.
It's both. Because people say both.
Okay.
We just two basic guys like to talk about football. I have two favorite teams.
I'm not introducing myself any more than that anyway.
Why not? A new platform, a new audience.
They got it. They got the archives.
816-654-6883 is the number. Call, leave a voicemail, text message. Hey, the line is open 31. Why are you pausing? Do you know what 31 is?
I didn't really care. I don't know why you just say what's 31.
We know why you don't care, because you just got the picture the Mike sent you of the two greatest legends of all time, the Mike and Xander.
By the by, he is here, by the way. So go ahead, keep on.
Let's go to the voicemails.
Hey man, that's a good game. It was tight. They kept it close, but I'm proud of my Chiefs. They came up there. But Detroit handled their business. While they handled their business, they seen the old Motown songs. I mean, Rashad Breeland did his thing. You see that ball down there at the 1 yard line, near the goal line. He just said, "That's my imagination, but a temptation." Took the ball, ran it back for 100 yards. You know. Then my big fella, Chris Jones, made Matt Stafford cuff that ball up. You know, he took it back about good 10. You know what I'm saying? Papa was a Rolling Stone. You know. And my backs did good. You know, they cruising down there. Got a few touchdowns. My home partner, the blue seat, ran for about 2 yards, 3 yards for about down there, 50-something yards, you know what I'm saying? But the main thing about how to defend the Chiefs offense, you really can't, because you can't coach speed. You know, they tried to take the Patriots playbook in the AFC game last year, 2-man covers, bracket over at the tight end, but if we get back here, Watkins, Robinson, the other rookie, man, look, you put them 5 guys in the field, it's 1-on-1, man. You can't stop it. And so if you do want to go two men on somebody, all they gonna do is run to the sidelines. Then Mahomes take the ball, run all the way down for down there, 40-yard game. So, you know, we doing good. I'm proud of my offense, my defense. 2 guys need some help. That's Dirty Dan. I can't stand Dan Sorensen. He just out of coverage so many times. And Ward getting picked on, but you know, I still feel like we need some secondary help. You know, so at least 2 guys back there. You know, good corner and maybe another safety or something like that. But overall, you know, they did good. They did their thing, and I'm proud of them. And also, we got to learn how to hold on to the ball, because those fumbles, you know, they kind of hurt us. But still, we overlooked all that madness, went downfield, marching, going down their throat, come on out with a victory. So, next game is Sunday night, just a coach. I'm going to call the score right now. 42-17. Mahomes real throw for 4 tubs, over 350 yards.
Still, this is Arrowhead 51 calling the greatest podcast in the Midwest. So my take on yesterday's Chiefs game, it was a real hard fought game. You know, we struggled in some areas. Detroit came to play. You know, you really can't take nothing away from them, but they left it up to my homeboy. You know what I'm saying? He took us on home to glory. You know what I'm saying? Like, the dude is real composed, real polished under pressure. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was a big Alex Smith fan, but I never had the type of confidence in him that I do in Mahomes. And to that boy Duck, hey bro, time to start talking crazy about everybody else's organization and then worry about that dumpster juice you over there representing, man. But other than that, man, it was a good game. We needed a game like this because we can't blow out everybody. So it's a good game. Thanks.
You already know it's the man, the myth, the legend, Jabba Juice, Jabba Trump, PC Jabba. The Chiefs game Sunday was a little scary, but pulled through. That's how we do. Congrats to the R's from jank-ass Steelers team. They finally got a dub, but they played a team that ain't won a game, so give them half a point for winning. The Bark, your team's still undefeated, just like the Chiefs. But I don't know if you guys seen my tweet to the intern. Got my list of my favorite people from the podcast. It goes 1 intern, 2 to you. That's the list. That's it. Don't think I forgot anybody off of it. Got a big game Sunday night. I'll be there cheering out the Kingdom loud. Go Chiefs. Jabba Juice out.
The Mike and you. No. 2 minutes. No. No 2 minutes here. First things first, the Steelers finally got a victory. Yeah, we came in and did our job. But here's the deal. I'm still not satisfied with the offensive coordinator, Randy Fichtner. He's throwing a rookie quarterback under the bus. He won't take responsibility for the crazy game plan he called last week when we should have beat San Francisco. Yeah, I said it. We should be 3-1. Yeah, 3-1. We should even beat New England. So actually, we should be 4-0. So it's on to Ratbirds week. Yeah, we're going to stop a mud hole in their candy asses. You heard it here first. And also for the other games, the Chiefs did look good against Detroit. Buffalo, they just wet the bed. They had no business being 3-0. That is the biggest fraud I've ever heard. Yeah, the quarterback got his head knocked on a swivel. He had no business running. Cleveland beat the brakes off of sorry Baltimore. They're overrated. And yeah, last but not least, I'm so happy Dallas, this candy ass is lost. Bums. They're trash. Arizona need to get it together. And you heard it here first. I'm going to tell you now, Denver won't win a game this year. Cincinnati won't win a game this year. Miami probably will only win one game, and that's against Cincinnati, when their asses are playing on the Cartoon Network. This is the R. Steelers, we finally won. We're going to win Tuesday. We're going to win Sunday. I'm out. Peace, my friends. Steeler Nation. And also, one last thing. The Denver Bronco fans, yeah, cluck the duck. Your ass needs to be hiding somewhere. Because Denver's trash. I'm out. Peace. Yeah. And another thing, this is the R again. And another thing, yeah, you're right. I laid into the Broncos. I laid into them because they're sorry. They're trash. They're 0-4. And if Cluck the Duck, he's upset about it, tell his team to do something about it and start winning games. They have no business even paying Joe Wacko. So, yeah, I'm going to continue to lay into their asses until they start winning games, which probably won't even happen until next year. This is the R. I'm out of here. Peace, Steeler Nation. Yeah, we're winning now. We're back in this thing. Peace.
We're back.
Guess who's back?
Okay. 816-654-6883.
Mikey's back. Xander love when the mic sings.
No, he doesn't. He just
He be mesmerized.
He's mesmerized that someone
Like,
so horrible with such a horrible voice can continue to sing in this house.
you know, I'm sitting right here, right?
Oh, sorry. My bad.
And he know Uncle Mike got a smooth, silky voice. Okay. What is this? Take shots at Duck episode?
I have no idea. That was complete. I'm not. See,
Rob,
I feel some sort of way about this. I feel like this is my fault a little bit, but I shouldn't feel that way, but I do.
hey, all right, let's start off with. I want to start off with the aura, but PC Java, the intern, is actually in the building today, and he just showed the mic the tweet. My list. Number 1, intern. Number 2, I am UNKC. That's the list. Am I forgetting anyone? First of all, you forgetting Xander. He's 1. Bless you. Yes, I'm a preacher, pastor, reverend, rabbi, deacon, a bishop, pope, doctor. And the intern is number 2.
His blessings.
The mic is 3. And you ain't even on the list. That's how the list roll, player.
Oh, man. I don't know why you wanted to start off with that. That's cool with me. I'm okay with it. Who else we got?
The aura. He remind you of that bitter person you break up with.
What by that?
He get one win of one new girlfriend or one new boyfriend, and now he taking
in everybody's
he come rubbing in everybody's face, taking shots at all the single people now. Cluck the duck.
That is very, very accurate, actually.
You get one win.
It was a good win, no doubt. We'll talk about it later, but
They don't even have their best player on the field.
That's true. But
you did what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to beat teams you're supposed to beat. And there's no way y'all's gonna beat New England player.
I think he knew that. How? Okay, with Mason Rudolph?
No, they had Big Benny there.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And Rudolph been playing way better than Benny, like you say with your Chiefs.
What?
And my second favorite team, the Chiefs. And they always do things years later. Get rid of Ben. Save that money. He ain't gonna be. He's not good as. He need to be like Eli Manning.
Manning. All right, what's next?
You ain't got nothing best about the aura?
Nah, I mean,
except for keep calling us. Calling us to take shots at Cluck the Duck.
Hey, again, this is not Pile Duck episode. This ain't Pile the Broncos episode. That was all. That's not corroborated.
Arrowhead 51. Good to have him call back again.
And he took shots at Duck too. At the Broncos, not at Duck.
Street.
At the Broncos, not at Duck. The Broncos are bad.
He took a shot at Duck.
The Broncos are bad, bro.
How
they
bad?
are. They're
so
bad. Okay.
And Brother Lautel.
He be so excited, man. Like he was, like he felt. It felt like I was hearing a sermon. He was about to start preaching up on that thing. Glory.
I'm gonna tell the intern next time I play one of his old.
Oh man,
his old voice.
When he was so mad. This is a different Tim than we done seen in the past. Because even when we lost 4 games last year.
Yes.
And I felt this year is more of a relief than it was last year. It sounds like a relief in voice.
Well, you're undefeated right now. Wait till that first loss hit.
we was undefeated at 4-0 last year.
Wait till that first loss hit.
We'll see.
And still be going off. I was at at
mean,
his house?
sometimes there's reasons to go off. Like I still have issues with Andy Reid and his clock management. It's so bad. So bad. Why is it so difficult for coaches to admit when they're wrong? Like he's willing to take the. We can talk about it later if you want.
Xander, how do you feel about the Chiefs?
That did not work out for you, did it? He tried. Like Xander was here blowing raspberries, if you know what that means. And then he tried to put a mic in his face, and it didn't work.
Now here's like
Because you're not going to hear talk bad about the Chiefs.
because here's the thing.
In front of me.
Xander knows
What
when
the business is.
when Uncle Mike got the mic, we can sing any song he likes.
That's why he.
And he was like,
Shut
that's
his
what I was
mouth.
like, I finally could do a duet with the greatest singer of all time. Baby.
All right.
Matter of fact, we would like to thank Brother Law Tim, Arrowhead 51, The Aura, PC Jabba, Jabba Juice, Jabba Ranks,
Jabba Trump.
They are all entered.
Hold
And,
on. I gotta figure out if we gotta. I don't think we
They
had
all
any
entered
any-
in the $10 giveaway via Cash App or via gift card.
Let's see.
And once again, the number is 816-654-6883.
We got a text message as well
And we got a text message.
from Kevin R.
Kevin R.
I like the Chiefs win yesterday because it shows who they are as a team, and I'm gonna restart that all over again. All right, rewind. Quote: I like the Chiefs win yesterday because it shows who they are as a team and a championship team on the rise. They were able to come back from being down, and with as many turnover, defense and offense stepped up. The real MVP, PM15, delivered in a clutch moment. Some people would say it was our worst game. I call it our best team game because no one gave up, and that is what you need from your teammates when you're trying to make a run for the Super Bowl. Is that never quit, never surrender mentality that's going to hold together. Go Chiefs. 2 fire emojis. In fuego. End quote. So,
And Kevin
Appreciate
has
you,
just
Kev.
entered
then
the drawing as well.
appreciate you. Shoot, let's take a break, and after that, we'll go right into the recap. Right? I was about to say, it looked like you had a completely different idea, but we'll be back.
All right. Last Thursday game we already talked about, but the score was
First and foremost, week 4, there were 2 teams. That was the first week of buys. First week of buys, the first
Jets
2
and
teams was
Niners.
Jets and the Niners, so they had their bye week, so they did not play. Thursday night, Eagles and Packers. I think we reviewed them last week, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so we can keep it moving.
Are you like doing my job now?
Keep it moving.
Trying to fire me?
Keep it moving. You trying to fire the intern?
He ain't been giving me no Hooter wing money. Tennessee.
He been using it for himself. Himself, herself, themself.
Tennessee 24, Atlanta 10. Atlanta keep losing at home.
Look, man,
Dan Quinn need to go.
Matt Ryan is 1-11 in his last 12 games versus AFC opponents. Bruh, this was a game you could have won and probably should have won. Tennessee is a very inconsistent team. You could have went over the top with them.
I'm about to say something just like Chiefs fans say. See, now you gotta take shots at my second team because my second team always takes shots at my first team. But anyway, the Falcons ain't been the same since we beat them in the Super Bowl.
They haven't. I think they're still in the Super Bowl hangover. We'll talk about that. And we'll talk about the Super Bowl hangover situation again here in a little bit. Because the thing about the Falcons, you see now that a lot of people a lot of teams, the Super Bowl window And I wanted to talk about this a long time ago, but now there are Super Bowl windows. That wasn't so back in the 90s, and so they didn't really talk about Super Bowl windows like that because there were bigger dynasties. There were other dynasties, the Cowboys, the 49ers,
The Bills, even though they didn't win.
They didn't win, but they were going. So that was the AFC right there. When you talk about that, and then you see now that Sean McVay threw all that money into all those players, all that resources into getting as much talent as he could to win last year. I don't know. It's not really sustainable, but
I really don't think he threw a lot of money in it because
he threw everything into it. He threw resources into it.
Not as much as we like to say.
He had
did.
2 picks in the draft.
But here's the thing.
Out of 7.
But here's the thing. All the other guys on the team was still on rookie deals. Most of them.
No.
Goff was.
1.
Gurley was.
2.
Cook was, even though he
no
traded.
Cook got traded from New England and he got the new deal. He had 81 something million.
But
so he wasn't on a rookie deal.
Well,
so
he almost got a rookie.
Goff, Cook, 2 people
Peters,
out of 53. 3 people out of 53.
You don't
even have 10%.
I'm just saying, Talib really wasn't on the rookie deal, but he was on a friendly deal.
Okay, friendly, but not rookie.
Sue got friendly deal. Sue was a friendly deal.
Sue had like $10 million.
That's a friendly deal.
That's not a friendly deal. Sue wasn't getting much more than that from anybody else, ever.
Whatever.
He wasn't.
He was making more than that in Miami.
Of course. He's making $60 million in Miami. He's way past $60 million anyway. Keep going.
Then
Lattimore wasn't. Was Lattimore on a rookie deal?
See?
Was he?
Yes.
Was he? Are you sure?
Yes. And then they just fit little other pieces around. So, that's what they do.
They waged
now they signing everybody now.
Look at where they are now. They waged everything for last year. And, they put the chips to the middle of the table and they lost. But we'll talk about that here in a second.
New England 16, Buffalo 10. This was
the
easiest game ever.
Okay.
We were just toying with them.
I thought you was going to say that
this was a tough game, man.
Stop.
Buffalo got top 5 defense. And Bill Belichick said, Brady.
They got a top 5 defense against. I can't even remember who they played the first 2 weeks.
Does it matter who they play?
Nope, exactly. That's the point I was trying to make. So
does it matter who they play?
Thank you, sir.
As long as they play, right?
I appreciate that.
Thank you. Now, New England just came off 3 hard games.
Takes the Patriots to 4-0. Takes the Bills to 3-1. By the rewind, the Titans are 2-2. The Falcons are 1-3.
But on this Bills game, they play good defense, man. Both teams.
I mean, both teams got a good defense.
And Belichick said, "You know what, Brady? Just give people 4 fantasy points, make you look old. Cause I want everybody to doubt you." But anyway,
that's what they do every year. The Chiefs get a win over the Lions in what some would call a resilient effort. I would call it a careless effort or a casual effort. The Chiefs are 4-0. They scored 34 against the Lions. The Lions scored 30, and they are 2-1-1.
Chiefs should have won this game.
Well, I guess then they did what you expected.
They made it more hard on themselves.
Of course. When you don't hold on. Now, one thing I will give you, which is a very underrated defensive tool, punching the ball out. That is one of the little things that a defensive-minded coach, such as
Matt Patricia.
He's not your boy.
He's my boy.
He's not your boy.
He's my boy.
That's Bill Belichick. That's Bill O'Brien. That's your boy.
Matty, that's your
boy. But he's so sleepy. Punching the ball out, just simple things. You can't. You could teach skill. You can learn new skill. But punching that ball out cocking back. The fumbles, the punch outs, These are things you should be doing on defense, and they did it. One thing I will point out though, no sacks on Mahomes. No sacks on Mahomes. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
We ain't gonna talk about all them bad calls.
I mean, okay.
Oakland 31, Colts 24.
The Raiders moved to third in the AFC West with a 31-24 win over the Colts. Raiders are 2-2. The Colts are 2-2. And Burfict Vontaze is suspended for the rest of the 2019 season. I mean, they ain't gonna do anything anyway, but he's suspended for the rest of the 2019 season for an illegal hit, helmet to helmet.
I have a problem with that suspension for the whole year.
Okay.
Was it a dirty play? Yeah, whatever. However, at the same time, everybody who else get a helmet to helmet, are they gonna get a 12-game suspension or 11-game suspension?
They're not even gonna
I'm just saying,
close.
They suspended him off a past thing.
That's what happens.
But at the same time,
you're not judged on a clean slate because you don't have a clean slate. Vontaze has
the way
priors. The thing about it is priors, and when the NFL is putting so much in trying to make a safer looking product on the field, because people are really coming after football. Like, people are coming trying to tear down football. When you got it like that, you got to make this game look as safe as you can. And when you put it on TV like that, and somebody's so blatant in doing it, it's detriment to the league. It really is. And when you have priors such as Vontaze Burfict, years in the Cincinnati organization, then you're judged with that. It sucks, but that's what happens when you have priors.
I think he got suspended for the whole year because of, like you said, the way it looked.
Right.
And dude did look kind of defenseless, but he was still getting up.
But he shouldn't. Didn't he get up, sit down on the stretcher?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
But I do know that the guy that got hit said, "Nah, it was cool.
It ain't got nothing to do with him."
I'm just saying
those punishments are. What? Oh, I'm not gonna go there. We're not.
Chargers 30, Miami 10.
Let's see.
Chargers was struggling in the beginning. They always play to the level of their competition, no matter who it is.
That, and how in the world it take them to the third quarter to get
going?
Yeah, nothing was clicking. Not really was clicking until the third quarter, and that's when you started seeing stuff. I don't get the Chargers. Good squad. They get people together. No. But Melvin Gordon, I don't think he did. I can't remember if he did. But
I know I was talking about he might play.
They're a decent squad. They shouldn't be this marginalized. Well, I guess not. The word I'm looking for isn't marginalized, but this is the end score does not exactly say what happened in the game. 30-10 sounds like a blowout, but the way it looked at first, the Dolphins could have won that game if they had the manpower to stay in it, but they don't. So
quit ragging on the Dolphins.
I ain't ragging on them. They ragging on themselves. All right, you got anything on that game?
Melvin Gordon did not play.
Who?
Washington 3, Giants, and Daniel Jones 24.
Takes Washington to 0-4. Takes the Giants to 2-2. I'm gonna be honest with you. I did not see the Giants being 0-4. That's just something I didn't expect at this point of the year.
But look, they 500. Like I said in the preseason, off season, that they probably just need a new change of guard at the quarterback position. Because sometimes
didn't Haskins play in this game?
Oh, I was talking about the Giants.
Oh, my bad. Okay, go ahead.
We can talk about Washington. Haskins did come in. I think Haskins should have.
I wasn't trying to change where you were going. My bad.
I can get back to the Giants in a second. Washington, I think they should have never signed Case Keenum.
No, absolutely
not.
He
had no chance.
Jay thinks he's, in my opinion, a better quarterback guru than he actually is. Everybody's trying to reinvent the wheel with that Pat Shermer situation, and they just can't. Sometimes you don't have the receivers. They definitely don't have the receivers that the Vikings had. Anyway,
This was a game I would have started Haskins for the rest of the season. Cause you ain't gonna catch Dallas, and you ain't gonna catch Philly right now. You know what I mean?
I do.
And now Giants 2-2. You probably won't catch them because they got 2 games up on you now.
I heard. I don't have any sources, but I can't remember what podcast I heard it on. But maybe it was. Maybe it was Stephen A. said. I think Stephen A. said it. That dude's gone. It's just a matter of when. And they think Jay Gruden's gone, and it's just a matter of when. Which sucks for Haskins.
Unless they get a quarterback coach.
There's
coach.
There's some damage done there, which sucks. But
well, let me ask you this:
they might do it after the Patriots game, according to Stephen A.
Would you start Haskins against the Patriots? That was where I was.
No, absolutely not. Do you see? They have a defense that could really hurt his
confidence
moving forward. Yes, it could really do that, and I think he has a lot of confidence. But a loss will put you in your place, mindset wise, pretty quickly.
On the Giants, like I said, and obviously I think just need to change the guard. Eli been there too long, and he wasn't being productive the last 3-4 years. There's one thing to have a non-production season, basically, then have a great production season, then fall back off or whatever. But he was consistently on a downward spiral.
I mean, I think he's a 2-time Super Bowl winning quarterback, but his time been over for the last 4 years, in my opinion. And on a side note, Gettleman has got to be feeling so vindicated right now. He's got to feel good about himself.
What's his burner Twitter account?
I have no idea.
Hey,
it's out
speaking
there.
of the Giants, my boy Sasquatch.
I mean, what's the over-unders on? Anyway, keep going. Saquon
Barkley. He was at practice looking good with that high ankle or low ankle sprain or whatever.
Yeah, they did show him at practice.
But I would keep him out.
Yeah,
that's just me.
Definitely.
Because, he got fully guaranteed money.
And you want to make sure you got him for the long run. He's a vital part of your building future stock.
And you really don't need him against Minnesota for real.
I mean, if you lose this game, it's a big deal, but not as big of a deal as losing Saquon
for the rest of the season. And probably some of next year. Okay, let's move forward. Cleveland, I only went on the road 40, and Baltimore 25.
That takes both teams to 2-2. Are the Ravens frauds?
Yes.
Really?
I told you that last week, but Chiefs fans don't want to hear it. They take shots at my Patriots for their first 2 games. Who did?
Oh, no. Hold on. We know how soft. We had a lob. Like the Chiefs have had a lob.
No, what I'm saying is, I'm talking about Chiefs fans took shots at the Patriots for playing Pittsburgh. And we know Pittsburgh, we didn't think Pittsburgh would be this horrible.
I was about to say, I thought they were going to be this
And they
bad.
played the Dolphins, right?
Right.
Then they played the Jets. But anyway, Baltimore first game was...
all the 2 teams in their own division.
Baltimore, they already played all 3 of their teams in their division.
Yeah, no.
Hey, Baltimore first game was against the Dolphins. Their second game was against Arizona. Then their third was against KC. Then KC fans was talking about, they undefeated. They just dominate. But, come on, Dolphins and Arizona, y'all really count that as dominating? But anyway, I think Baltimore is frauds.
Of course.
I think the new GM there, I forgot his name. The new GM for the Browns.
For the Browns?
No. For Baltimore, it's Eric DeCosta.
Yeah, DeCosta. He took over for what's his face? I remember.
Ozzie Newsome.
Ozzie, thank you. Ozzie.
So, I think he prematurely gave John Harbaugh that contract.
I don't. I don't. I just don't. I think it's 4 games. Lamar was the MVP candidate for at least 2 of them. That wasn't happening.
I just won for real.
Okay, let's say 1. Who else was going? Who else would you have put in a situation to do that? And it's not like he was getting punk yards. He was slinging the ball all over the field, even though it was against cupcake teams.
But when the defense got better each week,
no doubt,
it kind of.
He still has time to.
But Harbaugh did
revamp things and figure it out.
Cleveland, they can only win on the road.
They don't like their fans. They don't like Cleveland, apparently. I don't know, because they can't win at home, I see. They can't win at home to say they saved their life.
And they threw up a 40-piece.
This is what everybody expected. They just ain't getting it. I don't. Again, I think Freddie Kitchens over his head, that's all.
Carolina 16, Houston 10. Kyle Allen.
Kyle.
I said Jeff, the offensive lineman for the Chiefs. Kyle Allen. He's playing very well. 2 wins in a row. Carolina's 2-2. Is Ron Rivera's job finally safe?
No, it's not safe.
Do they got a quarterback controversy?
There's no. Because Cam, I think this is might not be his contract.
I think he's just signed
another 2 years.
Another one like 2 years ago or something.
I think he's got another 2 years, but new owner, you never know what'll happen.
Houston 10. What's up with Houston only scoring 10 points?
The O-line still having issues. Carolina's defense could be actually kind of good.
They always been decent.
Not really good, but
they stay good. Decent. Let me ask you this:
Hopkins, all right? Is Hopkins okay? Where is he at? That's one guy we need to put a.
Where's Houston defense at?
Whitney Merciless still balling though.
I was gonna ask you that. Was the loss of the boy that went to Seattle?
Seattle, yes.
Clowney.
Jadavion Clowney.
Is they miss him that much?
He was.
Was he that good?
He's good enough.
I thought he was
He's
decent.
good against the run and the pass rush. He gets pressures.
So I remember
he didn't have the sack numbers as a premier guy, but
I remember when Houston people kind of feared Houston defense, but there's fear no more.
Nah, that was back 3 years ago when J.J. Watt had that man of the year, not man of the year, but defensive player of the year.
That was.
Yeah, it's not.
That was a quick turnaround for that.
It's not fear.
I'm just saying, usually when teams have something that people fear, it lasts more than 3 years.
Well, that's because they're so. Your boy, William O'Brien.
Fire that joker.
That's your boy. What kind of way are you gonna say?
I'm telling the intern fire you too now.
That's your boy. That's your boy. That's your boy. Look, they are so deficient.
I really dislike that dude.
That's your boy. They are so deficient in so many other places, in my opinion, that they had to supplement that, like filling in those gaps with mediocre pieces that they can't sit here and go get, like improve on the defense, get other building blocks. Because I think Whitney Merciless is on a contract year, and if they don't pay him, he's gone. And
all he gotta do is move down the street to Dallas.
And you say that Dallas will pay anybody.
They will.
You got him leaving. I think they don't. I don't think they'll pay him.
Is it almost time to? Sorry, we taking time on this one, but is it almost time for them to cut ties with JJ?
I think so. I think it's a year too late. I always say that. I think JJ's past his prime. But they'll re-sign him because he's Mr. Houston.
Yeah. Tampa Bay Jordans at the Garden, double nickel 55, and the Rams, not last night Rams, but last week Rams 40.
Takes the Bucks 2-2. Surprisingly, takes the Rams to 3-1.
I'm just glad their coach is not on the TV no more.
This is a game that the Rams wasn't supposed to lose.
How you give up a double nickel to Tampa Bay though?
To Jameis freaking Winston.
He still strip.
What?
He still strip.
What?
That's like a tongue twister.
Yeah, I was wondering if you were going to get that correct.
Does he still
strip? Anyway.
Oh, this is crab legs, wasn't it?
This is one of the best games Jameis played in the pros. One of the best. I didn't even know he had this in him, but I still don't think this is him. This ain't him. This is just.
This is what Moyer M5, aka Makes It Great, was looking for.
This is not.
Now he's like one of the biggest Jameis stands of all time.
This ain't sustainable. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
So, what's wrong with the Rams defense?
They waged everything, and now it's like you put no. I mean, they do because Sue is good against the run and the pass. But the thing about it is, I think they put so much energy in last season, and now the Super Bowl hangover is real. It's real, and it's lasting. It's spilling over. It happened with the Falcons. They still reeling from that Super Bowl loss.
So basically, you telling me mostly everybody has a Super Bowl hangover but Bill Belichick.
Well, basically.
Okay.
He gets them back ready for the next season.
Whether they win or lose.
Between him and Tom, they get him back ready. I don't know how. The Prince of the Darkness. I have no idea.
Seattle 27, Arizona 10. Not Seattle last night, but last week. Arizona might as well play for the number 1 pick too.
Seahawks are 3-1. The Cardinals are 0-3-1.
Let me ask you a question.
You said I want to touch on what you said first.
Okay, go ahead.
You said Seattle might as well play for the number 1 pick.
No, I said Arizona.
I mean, that's what you said. I'm sorry.
They traded
Arizona.
Away.
Steve Keim doesn't have that opportunity in him. I don't think he should. Steve Keim, the general manager. They should be. He's had a good draft, but this is not it. And plus, he's still gonna have the coach there, and I don't think he's just not the coach for this team. But whatever. What's the question you had? Sorry if I made you lose your train of thought.
That was my question. No. The question is, who gets the number 1 pick
if they all go 3 teams go 0-16?
Well, this one, evidently they're not gonna go 0-16. But
I guess because they got the tie. I forgot.
So who would go first? Dolphins or them? Dolphins? Because they got the actual loss.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess
if I'm not mistaken, Cardinals wide receiver Larry Fitzgerald passes Tony Gonzalez for second most receptions in NFL history.
Yeah, he moved number 2. Let me ask you this: are you as surprised as the Mike is about Seattle being 4-1, 3-1 at that time, but 4-1 now?
Why are you surprised? Seattle's in a division. This is a division game. They got the Cardinals, they got the Rams,
and they got the
Niners. The Niners are like the.
No, what I'm saying is.
No, I'm not surprised. Let's put it
I'm surprised they have the record they have now because I didn't think Pete Carroll was really gonna go for all this for real. He never stayed around for a rebuild, but I guess they.
You're talking about like in
general,
as a whole.
Yeah, but as general, they had good pieces. Then they drafted pieces. Then they add few veterans.
No, I didn't expect because they got rid of the Legion of Boom, and we mentioned that last week.
Yes.
I didn't expect him to be around for the rebuild. No.
And basically, this is kind of like a rebuild.
This is a soft rebuild because they building it around
the rookies, and then they put
building
a veteran there.
They're building it around
Russell
as opposed to
the
defense and Bobby Wagner and them. So, where we at now?
Minnesota 6.
Hold on. I got one stat. Kyler Murray has been sacked 20 times already.
Who is he? My favorite quarterback of all time, Drew Bledsoe in Buffalo?
He is on pace to get sacked 80 times.
Give that man some help.
They don't believe in offensive linemen in Big 12 play. They don't believe in offensive
No, I'm
linemen
talking
like
about
that.
we ain't in Big 12.
Well,
Well, I guess the coach came from
I
there.
think your boy thinks it is. I don't know.
You need offensive line in this day and age in the NFL only because the quarterback is protected so well now from the league standpoint.
Yep.
So,
But he's got to learn. He's got to learn. Stop getting out that pocket. Because then, he always running into pressure.
Minnesota 6, Chicago 16. Like Ric Flair. Woo! 16 times.
Takes the Vikings to 2-2. Takes the Bears to 3-1.
Let me ask you this question.
Yes, sir.
What is up with the Minnesota Vikings? Diggs won out, allegedly. But he said there's truth to every rumor. That's what he said.
He would love to. Like, it's not as much as we like to say it's all about the money with the players. It's not.
Not for most. Well, not for some. But most, it's all about the money.
I don't know.
I'm talking about in this sport, it's all about the money.
I couldn't tell you that, but
the Mike can. They all call the Mike, text the Mike.
Diggs is upset that they're not winning. Obviously,
losing does that.
Case Keenum was not great, but he was good enough to realize that he didn't know what he was doing, or he needed to get this ball, the ball into the hands of guys that were better at his job, at the job that he was at his. If you understand what I'm saying. Let me repeat that. Case Keenum was good at the fact that he knew that he needed to get the ball into the hands of guys that knew their job better, that could do their job better than he could do his job. Now he didn't have that in Denver. He doesn't have that in Washington, and you see the struggle. Now you got a guy in Cousins who I think he thinks he's better than he actually is. Unfortunately, still my favorite cousin. Still my favorite cousin in Minnesota. But
let me ask you this. Could Minnesota's success recently, when they had it, be a Pat Shurmur product and not a Mike Zimmerman?
Mike Zimmer.
Why do I keep calling him Zimmerman?
I have no idea. But
that's the soup guy on TV.
That could be. Yeah, no soup for you. That could be a thing, yes. Because Dalvin Cook is really killing it out here. And I thought Dalvin Cook's...
will be injured by now.
Dalvin Cook's
not wishing it
great production would help Kirk Cousins. It ain't. And they found a way to pay all three of their receivers.
I wonder who's their...
Diggs, Thielen, and the number one.
I wonder who's their offensive coordinator.
Their offensive coordinator is the guy who won that Super Bowl for the Broncos.
Kubiak?
I think Kubiak, if he's not the offensive coordinator, he is a
special coach.
Like he's some kind of... He's orchestrating this offense.
All right.
Because
on to Chicago.
Health problems or whatever.
And we was texting via this game.
Yes.
And I brought up the fact that...
we had 40 minutes, by the way.
All right, we can get through quick. We was texting, and I said it looked like Matt Nagy opened up the offense for Chase though, because he let Chase throw down the field, and I don't think some plays
I trust Chase. I think he trusts Chase.
I'm just saying, if I'm me, if I don't trust my first string, he ain't gonna be my first stringer. That's just me.
Nagy got that choice. Nagy ain't got that choice. He ain't been in it. See, that's the thing. He doesn't have absolute power. He wasn't there when they drafted Trubisky.
And the ownership loved Trubisky.
They love the guy. And I
he's
think
a likable guy.
I told you, I think Nagy doesn't have that Andy Reid trait where he can adjust an offense, break it down into small enough pieces for a guy like Trubisky to learn, because there is a swing, there is a curve for a guy like him, because North Carolina, I think he was at North Carolina.
Yes.
It's still a college offense, and so...
my thing, what pissed me off about Nagy, and we'll move on after this.
Okay.
When he did that option run with Chase, and I said, what is he doing? He only got no more quarterbacks if he get hurt.
Yeah.
And I just
but Chase is good at the scramble.
Speaking of something right quick, I hate that screen pass. How you can just throw it over there. I hate that play
Why?
because it's dumb.
Andy Reid loves that play. He's evolved it from
Yeah.
there, but Andy Reid used to
He
love
got
that
different variations of it.
play. Very
But
much so.
most
Go ahead.
teams, the rest of the team, they all go hype. But anyway,
So the Vikings are 2-2. The Bears are 3-1. I don't know if I said that already.
Jacksonville with Fu Manchu, Minshew, 26, came from behind and beat Slug
Minshew.
24.
What was Gardner Minshew? I just figured out what you were trying to say.
I said
Go
Fu
ahead.
Manchu.
I know what you said, but
Yeah.
I didn't get the second part of it. I didn't realize that was part of his last name in there. Minshew.
No,
That was Fu Manchu. Chew.
same difference. 24.
Jags are 2-2. The Broncos, big old goose egg. At least they got a sack though.
Sad news.
Broncos, Bradley Chubb.
See, I get him in the other tub.
Yeah, I know you do. That's why I did. That's why I went on and said that. But Bradley Chubb is out for the year with a torn ACL.
And he went back in the game after.
Yeah, that's
Like Clay almost wanted to stay in the game after he shot the free throw in the finals when he tore his little knee ACL or whatever.
that doesn't make you a hero.
No, I'm talking about how
You are still 0-4, and you get okay. You know, I just think it's
like a
stupid.
lot of times
Bradley Chubb tore his ACL in high school.
so he should know what it felt like.
Because it happened again. This is your career, bro. I don't care. I get
I'm
it.
talking about Clay probably didn't know. He just knows some tweet.
I ain't talking about care.
No, well I'm just saying.
I wasn't
See, I
talking
didn't
about
know.
play.
I didn't know Bradley Chubb tore it in high school.
Yeah, he tore it in high school.
I know this guy. We play basketball. He tore it one time. He didn't know, but the second time he tore it, he already knew.
A lot of people know once you've done it. I remember when Richard Sherman, whatever, he said he popped his Achilles. He was walking, he was looking fine, but he told somebody, "I popped my Achilles. I felt it." It's like, jeez. In the Denver Post, I ain't saying nothing. 13 more weeks for me. End quote. Cornerback Chris Harris Jr. said after Sunday's loss to the Jaguars, per Mark Kisla of the Denver Post. Yeah, it's an interesting situation there.
Dallas 10.
Go.
Yeah, Dallas 10, New Orleans 12. That was a shocker.
Why? Because they didn't score as much as you thought they would?
Yeah. And they won by field goals.
I'm not. Yeah, they took away Zeke. The Saints took away Zeke. The defense is really, really coming into their own. Lattimore, who got took on that Minnesota Miracle play, he's really coming along, man. They took Zeke away, made Dak beat them. Dak in 2018 had 242 yards per game average. He threw for 223 yards in this game. They made Dak look like Dak in this game. And that's all you kind of got to do. Put the game in Dak's hands. And every now and again, he might beat you.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the time he won't. Because he's not an elite quarterback, in my opinion. But Zeke also, by the by, had 18 carries for 35 yards and one touchdown. So that tells you exactly what the situation was there. You got anything on either of those?
Nah. Teddy Bridgewater is doing what he's supposed to do, manage the game.
Oh,
So
yeah,
that's
Theodore
good.
Bridgewater, yes.
Did you just say his government?
Yeah, took a page out of Mike's book on that one. Let's go to the Monday night game that I barely watched, barely paid attention
Didn't
to.
nobody look at that?
Didn't nobody care about the Bungles.
Cincinnati 3, Pittsburgh 27. And the
Bengals are 0 whatever, and then the Steelers won one game, as you heard
Woo-hoo.
the R say.
Woohoo!
We're back. So
Back at
I
business.
didn't watch the game, so I was at work.
I found better things to do looking at that game.
Um,
LA Rams last night,
Yes.
29, I think.
I didn't write the score down.
I forgot. Seattle won in them neon.
I like the uniforms personally.
I didn't say nothing.
Personally, I like them. So you want to go straight into week 5 predictions?
Yeah, let's go week 5. Arizona at Cincinnati.
I'm gonna take Arizona in this.
As a matter of fact, last night's score was 30-29. Seattle won.
Seattle
Air,
is 5-1 or 4-1. I'm sorry,
and Rams 3-2.
Yes.
Arizona at Cincinnati. I'm taking Cincinnati.
I am taking Arizona actually. By the by, I looked up the percentage, the winning odds percentage on ESPN. 49.6 43.5 for the Cardinals, 56.2 for the Bengals, and then the rest of that's the percentage that they would tie. Predictions.
Buffalo at Tennessee. This is a tricky game. You don't know which Tennessee team gonna show up.
Not for me. I got the Bills. Not for me. I don't. Like you said, I don't know which Tennessee gonna show up, so I'm gonna go for the sure thing, and I'm gonna go for a team that is. I expect the defense to show up. Bills.
Here's another tricky game. Chicago at Oakland.
That's the London game.
Yes.
So that's the tricky one.
Only because you don't know what Bears offense is going to show up.
But also, I was listening to a podcast and they were mentioning how John Gruden left a week ago to go to, he left as early as he could to go to London so the guys could settle in over there, get their bearings, because it's a long flight. Yes. Matt Nagy, he might not have waited till the last minute, but he's waited
till the last minute.
And you got guys with John Gruden's been through that before, so he knows a little bit more, and I think that's going to serve him better. So I got the Bears, but I think I'm changing it to the Raiders. Let's go Raiders.
All right. Tampa Bay at New Orleans.
I got the Saints.
I do too.
They're 59%, 59.2%.
Look at you, Mr. Statologist.
Predictor or whatever to win.
Minnesota at the Giants.
I originally had the Vikings. I'm gonna go with the Giants.
Daniel Jones?
I don't know. I think they're gonna win.
This is a must win for the Vikings.
Absolutely.
Jets at the Eagles.
Eagles.
Baltimore at Pittsburgh. I got Pittsburgh.
I actually got Baltimore.
They frauds, I'm telling you.
They might be. I just want to see. This is the game where we find out.
New England at Washington. I got Washington. New England.
I got New England too.
Jacksonville at Carolina. They both 2-0 in the last 2 games.
Do I want Jacksonville or Carolina? I think Carolina's a better all-around team with a better quarterback.
I do too.
I like Minshew, though. I do.
Here's my upset. I got Atlanta over Houston.
I mean, I got the Texans, but I understand why you would do that.
Denver at the Chargers. I know you hope they both tie.
I don't care what they do. They ain't no threat to us. They ain't no threat to the Chiefs.
I got the Chargers.
Bruh, Adderley, Bagley, Hunter Henry, Mark Ingram, Justin Jackson, Travis Benjamin, Thomas Day. Like, they got so many dudes, the Chargers, so many dudes on the injury report. The Broncos don't have anybody.
And they still
no, they do have somebody. I'm sorry.
And they still might lose.
But, yeah, they still probably lose. So, I got the Chargers.
Fox game of the week. Green Bay Packers at the Dallas Cowboys. Somebody about to be on an 0-2 losing streak.
I got Packers.
What?
I got the Packers.
I think
Aaron Rodgers
should get it done.
Aaron Rodgers at the AT&T Stadium, yeah.
Sunday night game, Colts at Kansas City. Stop it. You know KC.
This is a tough one. Hold on.
KC gonna win.
Hold on. Let me see.
Cleveland at San Francisco.
Let's see. Colts at Chiefs. By the by, Patrick Mahomes just needs 235 passing yards on Sunday without an interception to set an NFL record for the most passing yards without an interception to begin the season. He's not overrated. He's not overrated.
I never said he was.
I didn't say.
He's like one of my favorite players.
But I do have the Chiefs. Monday Night Football, Browns and 49ers, another board fest. I do think
How's this a board fest?
It's bored.
Browns on the road this time.
I don't think they're better. Let's see. How can I put this? Do I think the Browns are a better team? Yes. Do I think
49ers played better as a team? Yes.
I think the coach is way better. So I'm going with the 49ers.
49ers. You got 2 minutes, Drew?
Nope.
I know you didn't. As always, the mic went on the World Wide Web. And they got these movies that was popular, the most scary and popular movie of the years.
Actually, I do have a 2-minute drill, so
go ahead.
Wrap yours up.
Go ahead, mine's going to be a little minute and a half, 2, 3, 29,
It's called
30.
the 2-minute drill. But anyway, this month is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Also, it is Trisomy 21 Awareness Month. And for those of you that do not know, Trisomy 21 is Down syndrome. And both of those things hit hard with me because I have both of those in my family. Yes, I do. I have someone close to me that had breast cancer and she survived. She's not only surviving but thriving. And Xander has Trisomy 21, which is Down syndrome. And so just it's just awareness. Just make yourself aware. Look, it's just something that hits home to me. If you want to look it up, you can go ahead and look it up. But I'm very proud of Xander, and I'm very proud of that other person who I didn't tell them that I didn't tell them I was mentioning this, so I'm gonna just leave them out of it. But I'm proud of that other person as well. Thank you. That's my minute.
Thank you.
Let's see.
1980. The most popular and successful scary movies of each year. Friday the 13th. You seen it?
Yeah. I'm not a scary movie guy. They're not scary.
Okay, but have you seen it?
It doesn't take me to that place.
81. The Evil Dead.
Never seen it.
82. Poltergeist.
Poltergeist? Yes, I've seen it.
83. Jaws 3D.
Yes.
84. I seen this one. I was scared as crap. I was a little kid too. And Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yes, I've seen it, but it wasn't when I was a kid.
I had dreams. I slept with my mama after that. 85. Fright Night.
I don't think I've seen that.
86. The Fly.
Nope.
87. Nightmares on Elm Street 3. Dream
didn't
Warriors.
see it.
88. Child's Play.
Yes, seen it.
89. Pet Cemetery.
Never.
90. Flatliners.
Never.
91. Silence of the Lamb.
Seen it.
92. Bram Stoker Dracula.
Never seen it.
93. Jason Goes to Hell. The Final Friday.
Never seen it.
94. Interview with a Vampire.
Seen it.
95. Species.
Never.
I know you saw this one. 96. Scream.
Never. I've never seen Scream.
With Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And the crazy part about it is, I think I was 11 in that year, and I had the biggest crush on Jennifer Love Hewitt.
97. Scream 2.
That's when she blew up too. Hold on, Jennifer Love Hewitt wasn't in Scream, was she? She was on I Know What You Did last summer, I thought.
No, she was in Scream.
Yeah, I didn't watch it anyway.
97. Scream 2.
Nope.
98. Halloween H2O.
Nope.
99.
That's the one with Jamie Lee Curtis, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Busta
Still never
Rhymes.
seen it. Yeah. Still never seen it.
99. The Blair Witch Project.
I've seen that.
2000. What Lies Beneath.
Nope.
2001. The Others.
No. I didn't even
2002.
know that was
Signs.
No.
2003. The Texas Chainsaw
I
Massacre.
actually accidentally bought Signs on Vudu one time for digital download, and I still have it. Never watched it. But go ahead.
2003. Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Seen it.
2004. Saw.
Seen it.
2005. Saw 2.
No.
2006. Saw 3.
Nope.
2007. I know you saw this one. I Am Legend.
No. I haven't seen I Am Legend.
You look like a Will Smith movie connoisseur.
I'm not a fan of Will Smith, actually, as an actor.
2008. The Strangers.
No.
2009. Paranormal Activity.
Yes, I did see that.
2010. Activity 2.
No.
Paranormal Activity 2.
Actually, I did see Paranormal Activity 2.
2011. Paranormal Activity 3.
No.
2012. Paranormal Activity 4.
4. No.
2013 World War Z.
Saw that one.
24 Annabella.
Hold on. That's considered a horror movie, World War Z? Anyway,
Yep.
obviously.
2014
Bella?
Annabella.
No.
2015 Insidious Chapter 3.
Nah, I've seen Chapter 3.
2016 The Conjurer 2.
No.
27 It.
No.
And 2018 The Nun.
No. Not a scary movie, dude. I could care less.
I don't think I Am Legend was scary.
I didn't feel like it would be. But maybe because of zombies. I don't even know what the deal was with that movie, but
That's what
I didn't think World War Z was a horror movie either, so.
I'm just saying that's what the World Wide Web gave me. So we'd like to thank each and every one of y'all for tuning in. And
Xander's ready to see his mommy.
And remember, 816-654-6883 is the voicemail/text number. Call, leave a voicemail, take on any game, any team you like, any player you like. Take a shot at Cluck Duck.
Wow. Leave that man alone.
Not me.
Leave that man alone, folks. It ain't his fault.
You can take a shot at the Aura Steelers.
You
And
can take a shot at the Chiefs. They 4-0 though.
the Duck always does that.
They 4-0 though.
Until next time, we about to have the joy. Look at the MU podcast. Oh,
That's
Mike
a good point.
and You podcast.
That's a good point. Thank
It's
you
not
for
the-
bringing that up.
It's not the MU
Podcast
Me,
816
M and You
anymore.
podcast 816 no more. It is now Mike and You. That's the letter U
Not the word.
podcast on Twitter. Until next time, be safe, be easy. Remember, fat meat is greasy.
Deuces.